Welcome back. Electing a new governor of Virginia, the Republican Party holding a drive-through convention 1 month from today on May 8th to pick its nominee for the November election. The field includes state legislators and business leaders, such as my next guest. Joining me right now is Virginia gubernatorial candidate, former New Media Strategy CEO, Pete Snyder. Pete, great to have you this morning. Thanks very much for being here. Tell us your platform.
Sure, Maria. Virginia is making headlines for all the wrong reasons over the past year. Our economy is in the toilet due to the shutdowns by our governor. 83% of our students in Virginia aren't going to school 5 days a week because the teachers' unions have locked them out. And our civil liberties and our rights have been stripped away, our Second Amendment, and also our religious liberties. We have liquor stores open, but churches are still closed in Virginia. It is wrong. Virginia's been heading in the wrong direction. I have what it takes to turn us around, fix our economy, get our schools open and stand up to the teachers' unions and get Virginia going in the right direction.
So how do you do that? How do you revitalize small business in Virginia, which, of course, are the job creators during a pandemic?
Certainly, Maria. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been one since I was 26 years old. Started my first company out of a rental apartment. And last year, my wife and I, just a year ago, this week, we started the Virginia 30-Day Fund, which has helped save over 1,000 small businesses all around Virginia, giving them a lifeline to stay alive. And we partnered with folks like Dave Portnoy and Barstool Sports, and we've helped save over 3,000 small businesses, raising nearly $50 million. No one else has done more in Virginia and in America to help save small business than I have. So I'm doing triage on the battlefield operating table, and we can fix small business in Virginia, and we have to.
And you mentioned schools. I know that's one of your main focuses, reopening schools as soon as possible. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky said yesterday she expects schools to be fully open in person by September. Do you think that's the right timeline?
I think they should be open immediately. I mean, the CDC and Joe Biden's very own coronavirus task force say it's perfectly safe to have students and teachers in the classroom now. I don't know why they're waiting.
Yeah.
In Virginia, they actually greenlit medical or legalization of marijuana yesterday ahead of getting our schools open. The priorities are absolutely insane. We are losing a generation of children, and it's wrong.
Well, they definitely lost a year, and people tell me they feel like their kids are not learning anything. Gianno, jump in here, because the last I heard, the majority of teachers in teachers' unions at this point have been vaccinated, or at least had their first shot, and yet schools are still not open. And let's not even talk about all the tens of billions of dollars the schools have been getting from all of these spending packages from the federal government.
Yeah, and it appears that the unions are really arresting the Democratic politicians who choose to keep these schools closed. But my question, especially for the gubernatorial candidate, in terms of Governor Northam, has there been any more conversation around his blackface situation that he experienced a couple years ago?
You know, it's all the talk among Republicans and independents, but the liberal media and the Democrats refuse to acknowledge it. Here, Northam just endorsed Terry McAuliffe yesterday. Terry McAuliffe called him a racist, told all of America that Northam supported infanticide policies and should resign. So, I mean, it's just the classic liberal media cover-up, and it is wrong.
Well, we're seeing a lot of that these days, aren't we? Pete Snyder, it's good to see you. Thanks very much. We'll be watching your journey. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Maria. We're going to turn Virginia around.
All right. Good for you. Pete Snyder joining us there.